Okay, here we are another day, another discussion. My name is Alfred. Thank you for watching this video on this channel. We're channel all about credit and credit financing and credit information. So my topic for today is common myths about credit, right? There's a few common myths that are out there that I've been noticing, and actually even some of my clients have been mentioning this to me regarding certain things that they've heard just through the grapevine or just maybe just online that they've been looking. And I want to just go ahead and dispel a few little myths that that's been brought up to my attention on certain things regarding credit, regarding your credit score, regarding your credit profile. And we're going to go through those right now. And if you haven't heard about these, and maybe someday you will, if you start learning more and more about the credit world that we live in, and it really is a credit world that we live in. It's not so much based on cash. We're moving into a cashless society, and we've been there for a long time. Yeah, you can use cash, right? But you really need the credit to to get yourself into situations where you need to borrow money, such as a car loan, business loan, or a mortgage loan, or even to get into an apartment. But let's talk about some of the things that are what I've been noticing that have been a myth, and I'm going to correct a few things. So this is what, I'm going to go ahead and consider the misinformation about the credit. And myth number one is checking my credit score and does it hurt my credit score? So we often, if you're dealing with me, if you're working with me, if you're one of my clients or consider to be one of my clients, what we need to do is we need to pull your credit report. And so when we do that, it'll give us a good understanding of where you are in the whole credit world. Right? What is your credit score? What kind of items are on there? What are the good accounts that you have on your report? And not only that, but what are the bad accounts that maybe have been on your report for quite some time that are causing your score to dip down? It could be old credit collections. It could be charge-offs. It could be late payments. It could be inquiries that are on there. So there's a lot of things that are on credit reports, and we need to look at that to see what we can do to clean that up. But by doing that, we need to pull your credit report. And so one of the misunderstandings is that it's going to lower your credit score by looking at your credit report. But it's not so, because that's what's considered a soft inquiry. You're going to pull your credit report, but it's going to be you that does it. And when you do that, it's called a soft inquiry because you're not actually applying for a loan. You're not applying for a credit card. You're not applying for a mortgage or any type of financing that you're trying to get money. You just want to look at your report. And there's a lot of agencies out there that will give you that credit report, for a small fee. But it's just like looking at your own credit, and it doesn't affect your credit score. Some people call me and we need to take a look at their credit report, and they're worried that if we pull their credit report, it's going to lower the score, but it doesn't, because it's what's considered a soft pull. A hard pull or a hard inquiry is when you actually apply for a loan, and the loan agency needs to pull your report to see who you are and how you've managed your credit over the years. So that's two different things. Now, another myth, it would be myth number two, is going to be, I can't repair my credit if I have a bankruptcy. That's a common myth. A lot of people have gone through a bankruptcy, different types of bankruptcies out there, right? 7, 11, 13. And so when you do that, it does affect your credit report and your credit score, but it doesn't hinder you from actually fixing your credit profile. It doesn't hinder you from repairing what has been damaged. Yes, it's been damaged by a bankruptcy. You might have been able to clear out the debt, but yet the bankruptcy is still going to show up on your credit report. Therefore, we need to work on your credit report so that we can get rid of all negative items. And the bankruptcy is going to be a negative item. And you still can clean up your score, clean up your report, even if you have a bankruptcy. So the myth is that you can't fix your credit report, but the truth is you can, even though you've gone through a bankruptcy. So that's two myths. And now myth number three is paying off debt will immediately improve my score. So there's a lot of people that I come across almost daily, regularly throughout the week, and they come to me and say, oh, I paid off my credit card, or I've paid off this debt, which is great because you owe that, right? You've been borrowed money has been borrowed to you, and you owe the money that you've taken out. So you should pay back your debt. However, that's not the only factor that is pertaining to your credit score. There's other things involved, but even if you pay off all your debt, it doesn't mean your credit score is going to automatically rise. It might go up a little bit, but it doesn't mean that's the end all be all. because you might have other items on your credit report that are affecting your credit, such as collections, late payments, charge-off, hard inquiries. Those things are going to, a collection of a lot of things is what lowers your credit score. Now, utilization rate as well, your debt to income. I mean, there's so many factors that are involved in your your credit score and your credit report, that just by paying off your debt, it does help. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't mean that it's the end all to bring everything back up. There's other factors that we need to work on to clean out your credit report. It's just like, just like you have a dirty car, right? Okay, can I just throw water on it? Is that going to clean it up? No, you got to scrub it. You got to clean it. You got to put some soap on it. You got to vacuum the inside, throw out the trash. There's other things involved. So yeah, throwing water on your car does help, but it's not the end all. There's other factors involved to cleaning your car. Same thing with credit. Paying off your debt does help, yes, but there's other things that we need to look at. So if you're in that situation where you have maybe some credit, your credit score is not looking like the way you want it, your credit report doesn't look the way you want it, maybe you've had some old, discrepancies that have been on your report, things that have just damaged your report over time, and we've all been through that. Connect with me. If you're watching this on Instagram, direct message me and we can set up a time where we can help you get through these credit issues. If you're watching this on YouTube, same thing. Go ahead and email me and then we can set up a consultation. We can go through all of these items one-on-one and we can take a look at your situation and help you get through those things. So I just want to stress that it is important to address all the negative items on your report, because this will help make significant improvements. Not just these three things. There's certain things. There's just a quandary of things that affect your credit score and your credit report. So we need to take a look at all three, and not just one bureau, not just TransUnion, but TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. We need to take a look at all three bureaus and see what's on them, because some of them have conflicting information. You might have a collection on Experian, but it's not on TransUnion. You might have a couple of items on TransUnion, but it doesn't show up on Equifax. There's just a variation of information on the three. So we need to take a look at all three, clean it all up, and get you back to a good standing so that you can do what you need to do, whether it is that you need to buy a car, start a business, get a loan, get a mortgage. There's several things, many reasons why you need a loan. So before you start doing those things, take a look at your report. Make sure there's no negative items on there. If there is, call me and we'll take a look at it together and we'll get you straightened out and get you back on the path of good credit. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. If you're one of my subscribers already, thank you. If you're new to this channel, please like it and subscribe it. Please follow if you're watching this on Instagram, and I appreciate your time. And I'll look forward to sharing another